Welcome back to the channel. If you are here from the Sire S7 video that I just recorded, welcome back. And if you're not, you're gonna wanna check that out because it was just a disaster. That guitar is awesome, and right now, what I have for you, actually, if you go over to camera 3, let's go to camera 3 really quick, you could see it's still sitting right behind me. And if you wanna see how quickly you can change a string on that guitar, go watch that video and then come right back here. My name is Jimmy Franklin, and I'm always trying to make sure that you get the most bang for your buck when you're finding new gear and new guitars. So to be sure that you never miss a video, hit subscribe below, turn on your notifications, go watch my shorts, have fun. But right now, what we have, they're both so good looking. This is going to be, I'm gonna say this is the older brother Sire T7 as opposed to the S7 that I just had up here. Stick around because we may just do a back-to-back comparison of these two guitars in this video. Since they're both right here, how often do we get both of them next to each other? I'm gonna try and do roughly the same riffs that I was doing, like the same general kind of idea. So I got like a breakup ambient kind of thing going. Let's go over to camera 2, also known as the guitar cam. I'm gonna always reach for a whammy bar. I have no idea what that was. That was just a lot of fun. Right off the bat, I have to get the particulars out of the way. The particulars. Meaning that it's the same basic idea as the S7, being that it has this beautifully roasted maple neck, and it's just so smooth. I have no idea how they're doing this for such an affordable price. Legendary Sire fingerboard edges that are rolled to perfection. I've never felt anything this perfect when it comes to fretboard edges. We're gonna talk about that glare on the fretboard again in a second, for those who missed it in the first video. Again, we have a bone nut, which for this price point of guitar is unbelievable. And then we have the adjustable height post locking tuners. And what that's important for is to eliminate string trees for tuning stability. You want to eliminate as many friction points as possible, and with that, you don't need string trees because you get the right break angle. As you see, this tuning peg is lower than this one. If you can't see it, let's go over to camera 3. Right here, you could see that the one closest to you for the high E string is actually lower than the one closest to me. Isn't that amazing? It's just such a great time to be alive for guitars. You can have anything you want. It's no skimp. It's a chunky feeling guitar. It's got a nice rolled edge, which I really like because Telecasters kind of dig into your arms sometimes. This is extremely comfortable. It's got the heel isn't intrusive, which people give me a lot of crap for on this channel, but I'll tell you, this isn't intrusive. It's nice. It's on an angle and it doesn't like jut out. It's not rounded off like some guitars that I really like. But this is nice. It's transparent enough where I barely notice it, and I'm super sensitive to that. Oversized strap buttons, which I just think is just a customer appreciation thing with some guitar brands now. I think it's very courteous of them. I like the pickguard that they chose. It really sells the whole T-style. Jumbo frets, which I like. I'm gonna talk about a weird thing now, being the fretboard, and I'm gonna talk about my absolute favorite thing that's down here. Everything on the back of the neck is unfinished. Everything on the front is gloss. I don't know, I've never actually played a gloss fretboard before, and I'm so confused by it. If anyone has any information, or if anyone else likes it or is used to it, the only thing I could think of is that it keeps it from staining, so it looks prettier longer. That's the only thing I can think of. I have no idea. Again, the fingerboard edges are rolled to perfection, so I'm not complaining. And like I said in the S7 video, if you're considering buying one of these, I want you to get it. I want you to come back and put your opinion on the rolled edges, and I will pin your comment because I would be shocked to hear anyone say anything bad about it. One of my favorite things down here is that we have an ashtray, and it's so important for a T-style guitar to have an ashtray. I don't know if it really makes that much of a tone difference, but to me, maybe I have to test that out one day with one with and one without and blindfold just to see, but I love when there is an ashtray on a T-style guitar. And this one has like modern brass saddles. And my favorite Telecaster that I own has big barrel brass saddles. And these look like they're more reminiscent of the modern day, oh my God, maybe it's Hip Shot that makes them. These are like a good modern example of barrel saddles, so you're still getting that that bite. Through body, standard Telecaster controls, master tone, master volume, 3-way blade switch. Besides that, there's nothing else you have to worry about. You just gotta shred. Let's go back over to a few of these guitar cams and test it out. Side note really quick, I'm going to say that this guitar has higher action than the other one does. It feels way more like a Tele than I expected it to. Also, these single coils are these are like the Sire pickups, and they're really good. And you could hear that kind of like John Frusciante. You can hear generations of great Strat and Tele players in that sound. But it's just maybe not my cup of tea. I like big humbuckers and stuff like that. It sounds wonderful. Like for me, it's a little bit muddy, but also when someone plays this type of sound well, it's always beautiful. Let me do some of my like basic country licks that I do for any time that I play a Telecaster. Let's see. Let's do that again on the neck pickup this time though. Ah, that one's buttery smooth. I gotta say is that if that doesn't convince you that these are phenomenal guitars, and at least a phenomenal guitar platform to start with, because even if you don't like the pickups, that's subjective for every guitar player. If you don't like the pickups, change them to your favorites, and it will feel every bit like it's a $3,000 guitar. I really do believe that. And the cool thing is, I'm not getting paid to say any of this. I just was blown away by these guitars and I had to try them out. Check the links below because I will be leaving the links for these guitars in the description. It helps support the channel and is no extra cost to you. Go check those out. I'm Jimmy Franklin, and I will catch you next time.